Hello students, in this video let's start our next chapter, triangles. Triangle, a closed figure with three sides is called a triangle. It has three vertex, sides and angles. So this is the triangle. You can see three sides, okay, and three angles. These three are angles, and this corner, that is called vertex. So a triangle will have three sides, three angles and three vertices. Types of triangle. There are three types of triangles on the basis of the length of the sides. So this is one type of saying which type of triangle it is. Okay. So scalene, length of all sides are different. If all three sides are different, then it's a scalene triangle. Isosceles, length of two sides are equal. Only two sides will be equal. So that is called isosceles triangle. Equilateral, length of all three sides are equal. So all three sides are of same length. Then that is called equilateral triangle. Then we can again have three types of triangle on the basis of angles. Okay, so there are three types of triangles on the basis of angles. So it is acute. Okay, all the three sides are less than 90 degree. Okay, so all are less than 90 degree. Then it is acute. Obtuse triangle, one angle is greater than 90. So if you see here, it is greater than 90. 90 degree means it will be like a straight line here, this side. Here it will be like this, but this is more than 90 degree. Then right triangle, that is one angle is 90 degree. Okay, it will be standing, perfectly standing, that is 90 degree. So these are the three types of triangle on the basis of angles. Congruence. If the shape and size of two figures are same, then they are called congruent. If both shape and size both are same for two figures, then it is called they are congruent figures. Let's see, two circles are congruent if their radii are same. If you see two circles, if the radius is same, okay, then these two triangles are congruent. Okay, if you can take the example of two bangles. Okay, if you are buying a pair of bangle, two bangles will be there. So those two bangles will be of same radii, is it not? Then if you place one above the other, it will be perfectly matching for each other. That is called congruent. Okay. Then two squares are congruent if their sides are equal. So if the sides of two triangles are equal, then the two square is said to be congruent. Okay. So these are the sides of the triangle, square, no? If you place one above the other, it will perfectly fit into another. Okay, it will perfectly be equal. Then it is called congruent. For congruence of triangles, a triangle will be congruent if its corresponding sides and angles are equal. Okay, if for a triangle, it is said to be congruent if its sides and angles are equal, then two triangles are said to be congruent. The symbol of congruent is this one. Okay, so one curved line and even below that equal to. This is the symbol for congruence. So in this figure you can see AB is equal to DE. Okay, then AC equal to DF. Then BC is equal to EF. Okay, similarly angles. Angle, measure of angle A. M means measure of angle A is equal to angle D. Then measure of angle B equal to angle E means these two are equal. Then angle C is equal to angle F. Okay, so all three sides and all three angles are equal. Then we can say these two triangles are congruent. Okay, for the better understanding, I'm saying if you place one above the other, if you place one triangle on top of another one triangle, it will perfectly be same. Then it is called congruent triangles. And in case of triangle, you have to see that you are placing the corresponding angles. Okay, so you can't say this side is not equal to this side, because these two are not corresponding sides. For BC, EF is the corresponding side. This has to be equal. Okay, so next we have some criteria for congruence of triangle. Why? Because every time we can't check all three sides and all three angles. Okay, we have some congruence rule. Okay, in the form of theorems we have. So if you see that if these conditions are satisfied, automatically all three sides and all three angles will be equal, and the two triangles can be said to be congruent. Okay, so we have certain rules we can see now. SAS, that is side angle side congruence rule. Okay, if the two sides and the including angle of one triangle is equal to another triangle, then they are called congruent triangles. If you see in this figure, these two sides are equal. So one dash is showing that these two sides are equal. Okay, and this side, this another one side is also equal. Okay, and the angle between these two sides, so this is side number 1, this is side number 2. So this angle which is in between 1 and 2, okay, that angle is equal to the, in the another one triangles, the corresponding angle. Okay, so side angle side, that's why SAS, congruence rule. Okay, so if these three are equal, then we can say that the two triangles are congruent. Okay, this is one of the criteria. Then ASA, that is angle side angle congruence rule. Okay, if the two angles and including side of one triangle is equal to another triangle, then they are called congruent triangles. Okay, this is angle number 1, let us take. So angle 1 equal to angle 1 of this triangle. Okay, these two angles are equal and these two angles are equal, and the side in between these two angles, okay, so that side is also equal. So ASA congruence rule, we can say these two triangles are congruent. Okay, then AAS, that is angle angle side congruence rule. If any two pairs of angles and pair of corresponding side is equal in two triangles, then these are called congruent triangles. So it's different from this rule. Why? Because here two angles and the side in between these two angles are equal, but here the side is not in between these two angles. Okay, so that's a difference. So angles are here A and S. That's why this rule is called AAS congruence rule. Okay, then we can say these two triangles are congruent. SSS congruence rule. If all the three sides of the triangles are equal with the three corresponding sides of another triangle, then these are called congruent triangles. If you see, the three sides of the two triangles are equal. Okay, side number 1 is equal to side number 1 of this another one triangle. 2 is equal to 2 of another one triangle. 3 is equal to 3. Then we can say these two triangles are congruent. Okay, why? Because if you are in your next class, you will study how this comes, because it's by the theorem. So if the sides are equal, automatically the angles between these sides are also equal. That's why this simple rule will give you the easier convenience to prove the problem. Okay, so the next rule is RHS congruence rule, that is right angle hypotenuse side. So this rule is applicable only for the right triangle. Okay, so if the triangle is right triangle and if you see the hypotenuse and one side is equal, then you can say these two right triangles are equal. That is congruent. Okay, if there are two right triangles, then they will be congruent if their hypotenuse and any one side are equal. So first condition is right angle. It should be right triangle. Then hypotenuse. Okay, the side opposite to the right angle is called hypotenuse. So these two triangles are having same hypotenuse. And another one side. Okay, it can be any side, this or this. So any one side is equal. Okay, then we can say these two right triangles are congruent. So with this we can solve exercise 5.1. First problem, in quadrilateral ACBD, AC is equal to AD and AB bisect angle A. Okay, so this AB is bisecting the angle A. Show that ABC, this triangle is congruent to ABD. Okay, this triangle. How can you say, what can you say about BC and BD? Okay, so a figure is given already in the question. So we have to prove this upper part of this quadrilateral, this triangle is congruent to this triangle. Okay, so that is what we need to prove now. So solution, so first write the given. So given, what is given? AC is equal to AD, that is given in question. And also AB, the line segment AB bisects the angle A. Okay, so this line AB bisects this angle. So this side half is equal to another one half. Bisect means that's what? It is going to divide into two equal halves. Okay, then to prove these two triangles ABC congruent to ABD. Okay, so proof. So consider the two triangles AC equal to AD, that is given in question. Then AB equal to AB. Why? Because that's a common side. Okay, if you see there, AB is a line segment which is in between the two triangles. That's common. Then angles. CAB is equal to angle DAB. Why? Because AB is the bisector of angle A. I already told now that divides into two equal halves. So which criteria we can use here? We can use SAS. Okay, side, angle and side. By that congruency, these two triangles are congruent. Then one more they asked, what can you say about AC and BD? AC and BD are of equal length. AC is equal to BD. Why? Because common part of congruent triangle. CPCT means common part of congruent triangle. This you need to remember and often we will use this only. Okay, common part of congruent triangle. The next problem, ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD equal to BC and angle DAB is equal to angle CBA. Prove that triangle ABD congruent to triangle BAC. Okay, so here this is a quadrilateral given. They have given AD is equal to BC. Okay, and these two angles, angle A and B also equal. We have to prove ABD, this triangle. Okay, so we have to prove this two triangles, that is ABD and ABC. Okay, so these two triangles are congruent, we have to prove now. So let's write the given. Okay, angle A and angle B are equal and AD equal to BC, that is also given. So to prove these two triangles are congruent, then here if you see what is common, AB is common for these two triangles. Both are having the same base AB. Okay, that is common. Then these two angles are also equal. That is already given in question. So this angle B and this angle A, it's given as equal in the question itself. Then AD equal to BC. That is also given in question. So we can say SAS congruency. By that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, then here same way in the same triangle you have common parts. That's why BD equal to AC and angle B equal to angle A. By common